All right, let's get into it. For years, I've had to watch people wrap their entitlement up in this cozy little blanket of spiritual humility. Well, today, we're ripping that blanket off. We're going to conduct a full forensic autopsy on the biggest lie in the business, the whole "I can't afford it" routine. Look, let's be crystal clear right from the jump. We are not talking about people in a genuine crisis, not at all. We're talking about a performance. This is for everyone who weaponizes poverty to get free emotional and spiritual work. And trust me, as a reader, I've seen this song and dance 1,000 times.
And this, right here, is the absolute heart of it. Their bank account isn't empty, but their priorities are a total dumpster fire. They're only broke when it's time to actually invest in themselves, do the hard work and face the truth. But for a new pair of shoes or a night out with friends, funny how the wallet just magically opens right up.
So, how do we know all this? We don't need to hack their bank accounts. Oh no, they leave a mile-long trail of confessions for everyone to see, right there on social media. Their own public reviews. That's our evidence. Let's start the investigation.
Okay, Exhibit A. This is classic. You hear that language? Free kindly, lovely soul. It's all so sweet, isn't it? It's designed to sound grateful, but really it's just a setup for the crime. She's openly admitting she got a valuable service, one that resonated 100% for absolutely nothing.
So let's translate what's really going on here. She knows she got something real. She even says, "Thank you for your time and energy." She gets it. But she actually believes that a little heart emoji is a fair trade for genuine psychic insight. I mean, come on. It's like going to a restaurant, loving the food, and then telling the chef, "That was amazing. Here's a 5-star Yelp review." Instead of, money.
And that's the final verdict on Exhibit A. It is not a gift if you demand it or expect it. It's theft, plain and simple, just dressed up in some spiritual fluff. Case closed. Next.
All right, on to Exhibit B, a glowing review for a beauty service. Note the excitement, the little star-eyed emoji, but here's the most important part. This service was paid for, no question about it. This is where we see where the money really goes.
And this is where the hypocrisy just smacks you right in the face. They will drop 70, 80, $100 for a Brazilian wax, for lash extensions, for anything that keeps that physical mask looking good. But $30 to unpack a decade of trauma? All of a sudden they're broke. The outside is an investment, the soul is a charity case.
And there it is. That's the brutal truth, isn't it? If self-worth just came in a little bottle with some glue, maybe they'd finally see it as a priority. It's just wild. The entire value system is completely external.
Now for our final piece of evidence, Exhibit C. Listen to the language here. Years of abuse to her hair. She recognizes the damage, the neglect, and she is thrilled to pay someone to fix it. And that little laughing emoji? Perfect. It's just a casual admission of long-term neglect that's now been fixed. Well, on the surface anyway.
I mean, the comparison here could not be more obvious. The visible damage of split ends? That's an emergency that requires immediate paid help. But the invisible damage, the karmic debt, the childhood wounds, the trauma she's been dragging around for years? Nah, she expects some pure soul to fix all of that for the low, low price of a thank you. So let's just get this straight. Both services provided real healing, one for the hair, one for the soul, but only one was seen as a professional service worth paying for. The other was treated like a spiritual free-for-all. See, it's not about the money. It's about what they choose to value. Okay, so we've laid out the evidence. It's pretty damning. But now, let's get into the psychology. Why? Why do they devalue this kind of work while throwing cash at all these superficial fixes? It's not just about being cheap. Oh, it goes way deeper than that. So what's the real reason they do it? Well, as you can see, it really boils down to 3 things. First off, it's a power play. See, paying a reader puts the reader in a position of authority. But by giving compliments instead of cash, they stay in control. Second, they are terrified of actual change. A free reading has no stakes, right? They can just take the bits they like and ignore the hard truths. Paying for it means they'd have to actually commit. And third, they're basically spiritual dopamine junkies. They just want hit after hit of validation, not one deep transformative session that would force them to, actually do the work. All right, let's follow the money. This is the part of the investigation where the lie just completely falls apart. If the psychology didn't convince you, the simple math definitely will. Just look at this budget. I mean, seriously, look at it. The numbers are a confession. $70 a month for lashes? No problem. Another $70 for gel nails twice a month? Of course. Hair treatments, streaming services,
All of it is budgeted without a single thought. But $30 for tarot reading that might actually change their life? Suddenly it's, ooh, I can't afford it. It's just insulting.
And this chart, well, it lays it all bare. Look at that bar on the left. That's their beauty and entertainment spending. It's maxed out. Now look at the bar on the right for their spiritual healing budget. It has completely flatlined at zero. This is not a person who can't afford things. This is a person whose priorities are screaming at you from the screen.
And that, right there, is the final, undeniable verdict. This is a carefully budgeted hypocrisy. They absolutely have the money, they just refuse to spend it on anything that requires them to look in the mirror.
And now for the closing arguments. No more analysis, no more dissection, just a rapid-fire delivery of the final, mouth-shutting truths that this behavior so richly deserves.
Let's be real. Every dollar you spend on that facade is a dollar you've stolen from the budget for facing what's actually going on inside. Go ahead, polish the exterior all you want. It doesn't change the fact that the foundation is crumbling from the inside out. You're not looking for transformation. You're looking for validation. You want a cheerleader, not a guide. And you honestly think a compliment is a fair wage.
That little prayer hands emoji isn't gratitude. It's a passive-aggressive weapon you use to justify taking something you haven't earned.
And that's the question I'm going to leave you with. You have a budget for distractions, for aesthetics, for literally everything that helps you avoid feeling anything real. So why is the one thing that could actually set you free the truth? The one thing you claim you just can't afford? Think about it.